We're starting in the kitchen again because in my last vlog, I started my sourdough starter, which is now ready to be used for sourdough bread, which I'm so excited for. But of course, because I had you all in the last vlog with my sourdough starter, I wanted to be recording when I did the actual sourdough bread recipe. We're gonna do the country white sourdough bread. It has been 5 days since I started the starter, and that's what the book says to do. It doesn't look big enough yet to do one, but we're gonna try one today. What can happen? The sourdough bread doesn't work out perfectly. I'm honestly not too worried about it because I don't expect to be perfect at the sourdough bread the first time I make it because it just looks hard. So I have the sourdough starter here, which has grown. It's almost doubled in size from what it was. And also this is a gluten-free starter, so it does act a little differently than other starters, but it looks all aerated and bubbly and all the things that are supposed to be good for sourdough starters. So we're going to make sourdough bread today. I'm just so excited to make bread. You guys, I love bread, and I've said this before a million times. I love bread, and I cannot wait to have a sourdough starter in my fridge at any time that I want gluten-free bread, you guys. So we're gonna go ahead and start this because it does have to sit and proof for 3 to 4 hours before we can even make the dough, shape the dough, and then proof the dough. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Sourdough starter is, or sourdough sponge, sorry, for the bread is proofing in the oven. And then I also had to feed the sourdough starter for the first time after using it, instead of just like the base, oh, this is the exact measurements you do to feed it every single time before it becomes a starter. Now I'm actually feeding it after I use it, and I've never used 150 grams of it, so I had to like do some math. It was like 1 part flour, 1 part starter, and 1.19 times water. So that's what I had to do with this beauty, and this is going to go in the oven. I think it's going to do its thing for like 5 to 6 hours, and then I'm putting this bad baby in the fridge because we are going to West Virginia tomorrow, so I will not be home to take care of it. I know, literally as soon as my sourdough starter is done, we have to leave, but thankfully, I think it'll be okay to leave it in the fridge for a few days. We're leaving on Thursday and coming home on Saturday, so I mean, that's only 2 days. I really don't want to do that. I would like to just use it every single day for a little bit. That way I can get used to it. But we're going to wait 3 to 4 hours for the sponge to proof and then come back and do more with the sourdough. It's been 3 to 4 hours. I think it's been like almost 4. And I went ahead and did all of the extra stuff that I'm supposed to do before I got back on the camera because I have 3 bowls here right now. I had to do the flour mix. I had to do a, what is this? What is this? A psyllium husk slurry sludge looking stuff. Like, this is thick. It's like barely moving in here. So that goes in the bread, and then we also have the starter mix, which is right here. So I think here in like, let's see, here in a minute, because it has to gel up for 5 minutes. Here in a minute, I mix everything in here and then mix it into a dough. So the next thing we're doing is mixing the dough and then shaping the dough, which is where I knead it. And then it has to proof again for 2 to 4 hours. And then after that, we get to put it in the oven, which I'm so excited for. I'm so excited to taste this. I really, 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 really hope that it's edible and that it's not underproofed or overproofed, because that is probably gonna be really hard to tell, especially with like gluten-free bread. It doesn't act the same that gluten bread does. So I'm a little scared for that part. I don't know. I've said I'm scared for everything. I think I'm just scared for everything. But every time something new like the next step happens, I'm like, oh, I'm really scared for that. Like with every single step comes more fear. So I'm gonna mix these together and then we're gonna make some dough and roll it up into a ball. I was gonna show you guys real fast what came in this sourdough kit. So in the box that I had before, which I'm done with now. So there's that. That's the timer for the psyllium husk slurry. So that is stopped, but I'm gonna show you guys what came in the basket real fast. So it came with came in the box, sorry. It came with 2 of the like circle holders for the sourdough. It's only the circle ones, I didn't get the oval ones. So I'm gonna have to get an oval one. And then it came with, I think this is a whisk. I think this is what it said it was. I've never seen a whisk like this. So we'll see. I'll look up more about it later. And then it came with the little score lom things. I don't know if it's called lame or lom. Is it lame or lom? I don't know. A bread cutter and then some bags to put the bread in once the bread is fully cooked and you don't want to just sit out, I guess. So yeah, we have everything we need to make the sourdough look pretty, hopefully. So with this, I think I literally just add the sponge and the psyllium gel. Oh my gosh, guys, look, this is so thick. It's like, wow, it's literally like gel. What the heck? It looks like applesauce, but it definitely does not feel like applesauce. That is some thick psyllium husk slurry stuff. Now we're going on the mixer for 3 to 4 minutes. Here we go. I'm a little worried. It's a little sticky. Well, it didn't stick in there, but it's definitely sticky on my hands. So I'm curious to see how it's going to actually let me knead. I wonder if I was supposed to knead on like flour. I don't know. I actually don't even know how to knead dough. I ended up putting some white rice flour down. I don't really know how much to do, but it was getting a little too sticky. So I'm putting some of this down and on my hands to hopefully help it not stick as much, because that was getting too sticky. I didn't like that. I'm going to attempt to put this in here. I think this is how you do it. I don't know. Now we transfer this to the oven where it sits nicely for 2 to 4 hours. It doesn't smell very great, so it doesn't smell bad. Don't think that. It just doesn't smell, I don't know. For some reason I was like, oh, it's gonna smell like baking bread in the oven before it's even baked. That is not what it is gonna smell like. Hopefully we'll have a fresh loaf of perfect sourdough. The oven is preheated, and it's actually preheated at 500 degrees. That's freaking hot. I did not even think about this before I started, but the Dutch oven that we have, it's enameled around the cast iron, and I'm so scared that it's gonna like melt off because it's 500 degrees. Let's hope and pray that that is safe so I don't burn my cast iron enameled Dutch oven, whatever. So now onto scoring the bread. I guess we just plop it on this thing, put some rice flour on it, and then start scoring it, which is like the design or whatever that you put in it. So that's what we're gonna do. It didn't like raise hardly at all. It doesn't really feel different. I'm really hoping that it's correct and it's not like super dense. I'm scared it might end up dense. So we'll see. So let's go ahead and try this. First sourdough loaf is in the oven. The kitchen is a mess. I'm so nervous. I have 45 minutes until I can open that Dutch oven and see what it looks like, and then it still has 15 minutes after that, but 45 grueling minutes until I can see it. I'm so nervous, you guys. If it's awful, don't make fun of me. If it's awful, just don't make fun of me. If it's really bad, I'm gonna not want to show you guys, but I will. Here's my promise. If it comes out looking like a piece of poop, I'm still gonna show you guys. I'm so nervous. Come here. Come here, Ty. Come on. Come on, David. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come here. Hi, Ty. Oh, you're gonna sniff it? Hi, Titus. Hi. Say hi to the camera.
Pretty good stuff.
It's very good with butter. I feel like it's underproved.
But underproved, isn't it?
It is stodgy. Butter can make anything good. Here's the verdict on the sourdough loaf. Something I need to work on. It burnt on the bottom, so we're gonna have to do some troubleshooting. I think maybe I needed to move it one rack up on the oven from where it was. Maybe, I don't know. You also put ice cubes in there when you bake it. So I don't know if I didn't have enough ice cubes because the ice cubes I used were only half. The top was ice, the bottom was water because they didn't have time to freeze. So that might have caused that. The inside is a little bit dense. It's a little stodgy in it. So we're gonna have to work on the stodginess, the dense, but it's not very bouncy, so we're gonna have to work on the bounciness. So we'll try to proof it more next time, and then also the design on the top. I did not put enough of the rice flour, and also some parts I didn't cut deep enough. Oh, also, and this little part right here, it broke open because I put the seam side down instead of the seam side up, like it said in the book. I didn't understand what that meant when I was doing it, but now I do. So we have a lot to work on, but for my first loaf, I feel like it's a decent loaf.
The flavor is 10 out of 10.
The top color is gorgeous, I will say that, and the shape was, I feel like the shape was pretty good. So my mic now for sourdough talks.
From a video game.
When I learn more about sourdough, you all will see more sourdough in my videos, I promise. When I learn more, I'll be doing this like every 2 days just to learn more about how to make this and how to make it right. Good morning, friends. It is the day after my sourdough saga, and I honestly think that I'm addicted. I have thought about making another one today, but I'm like, no, Ashley, you literally cannot make another one today. I do not have the time to make another one today, even though my brain keeps telling me, just go make another one. You can make the time. But no, I actually can't. This house is so... Hey Siri, set a timer for 10 minutes to make tea. Anyway, we are leaving to go to my dad's today in West Virginia, so that means we have to get everything done at the house that we would normally get done over the weekend. So we're going today and then we're coming back on Saturday, but we won't be home until like Saturday evening, Saturday night. So we won't have time to do anything that we normally do over the weekend other than like Sundays is normally our meal prep. So we'll be doing that on Sunday. There's just a lot of stuff we do. So I'm going to have to get that done today. And I'm also going to have to meal prep a little bit like breakfast and stuff to go to his house. And then I also have a video I have to record for a brand. And that includes something that I have to record at a specific time. This is for an HDMI projector. And we're doing like a take on the FIFA World Cup. The very first game of the World Cup starts today at 3 p.m. So we literally cannot leave until after we get that recorded. So yeah, I just have a very full morning and I need to really go ahead and get started on it because it's 10 o'clock and I have packed a little bit. I haven't really even finished that. So there is so much to do. I literally have to go meal prep breakfast and then I have to clean the house. When Dusty gets home, I do have to cut his hair, and yes, I do that because it saves us like $80 a month and it's like the easiest thing ever. So I have to do that and then finish packing, and then we have to decorate the living room for the brand video, and then we have to record the brand video, and then we have to pack more stuff before we leave, and then it's a 4-hour drive. I need to take like 5 seconds, think about everything we need to do, and then give my mind like a tiny break and then start on it because there's just so much and it has to all get done before we leave. Okay, I'm so sorry. I just got distracted by Dusty sending me a video of a baby possum eating a grape. It's so freaking cute. Oh my gosh. I love possums. Look how cute that is. Okay, for real, I'm going to clean. friends, we are back from my dad's. I didn't end up vlogging on the trip or any time we were there. I actually took my vlog camera and planned on vlogging while we were there. But then normally at my dad's we just kind of rest and don't really do anything. This time we spent a lot of time outside and stuff like that. I don't know. I didn't pick up the camera while we were there. We were there for 2 days. And then I was gonna pick up the vlog camera on Saturday evening, but then I was like, I'm a little tired. But I promised myself that I would vlog every single week, no matter what. So I am picking it back up today. It's Sunday, and we haven't really done much today. We went to church and we went to the grocery store. So now we have meal prep. We have to take care of the garden. And then other than that, I don't really think there's much to do. We did get everything done before we left for Dad's on Thursday, which I was very proud of us because there was a long list of stuff to do. Or I don't know if I told you guys everything that we had to do, but there was so much to do before we left for my dad's, and I was stressed out. But we got everything done and everything was perfectly fine. On the way to my dad's and back from my dad's though, I was reading this book. I did start it in the last vlog. It is Emily Henry, and it's oh my gosh, wow, People We Meet on Vacation. I don't know why I couldn't remember the name of that, but it's People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry, and I'm not through with it. I'm about halfway. Yeah, I'm about halfway through. And let me just say that, like, I don't know why I'm not vibing with this one, but this is probably, actually not probably, this is definitely my least favorite Emily Henry book of all of her books. Like, I'm not vibing with this one at all. It has been a trudge to get to the halfway point, and you guys know me. Once I start a book, I cannot not finish it unless it's like scaring me or it's like horror or something like that, which of course I wouldn't pick up a book like that anyway, but like it takes a lot for me to stop a book once I start it. So I'm not going to stop this one. I'm going to continue reading it. I'm going to finish it, but it's definitely, as of the middle point, it's not for me, and I don't know why. I'm just not vibing with any of the characters, and I'm pretty sure this is a pretty loved book by her, so literally I just don't vibe with it. I don't know. When will this be finished? I just need to like finish this book so I can be done with it. So hopefully, maybe tonight I can get through a bunch of it and then finish it in a few days so I don't have to keep worrying about it, and then I can start a new book that I hopefully like better than this one. I also played some Coffee Talk Tokyo while we were at Dad's, and it's been enjoyable. I'm also not enjoying that one as much as I thought I would. I was expecting more gameplay with like making drinks and stuff like that. I feel like I've only made like, I don't know, 10 drinks, and I'm like 5, 6, 7 days in. I don't know. I'm like halfway through the game, and I feel like I've only made 10 drinks. I'm also not really vibing with that game at the current moment. So like, I'm reading a book I'm not vibing with. I'm playing a game I'm not really vibing with. I am vibing with the game more than the book. I will say that. Like, I like the game. I'm just not super like, oh my gosh, this is such a good game. This book, I'm just like, oh gosh, I have to pick it up again. That's my updates with what I'm reading and what I'm playing. I think that's all the updates from the weekend. It was just a restful weekend, and now we're home. But yeah, I gotta go feed my sourdough starter and get started on meal prep. It's starting to rain. Oh my gosh, as soon as we come out here to take care of the garden, it starts raining. I don't think I've showed you guys the garden yet. I think it was in the background of my last vlog, but I haven't actually like showed you guys what we were growing or what we were doing with it. We ordered 2 garden beds from, I think it's called Vigo Garden this year, and I'm pretty sure I seen them on somebody's vlog. We ordered some from Vigo Garden, and they are actually beautiful. Like, I love them, and I'm so glad we got the color that we got. I think we got like cream. I just like it better than the wood because it says they'll last like 20 years compared to the wood garden beds that last like 5 years, I think, maybe max. We actually like them so much already that we're planning on getting 2 more next year and maybe even more after that. We just have to plan out the room for our yard because like we really need like a lot of sunlight and stuff like that. And we have some trees in our yard too, so it's a little hard like planning around like where the trees are, where the sun's gonna hit, all that kind of stuff. But I did want to show you guys what we were growing because our garden is doing amazing and I feel like we've done really good on it this year and we need to do a little bit of trimming and stuff like that. So I was going to let you guys see what we do. Okay, so these are the 2 garden beds we got. Do you remember what size we got? I don't remember what size they are, but they're very big. Like they're a decent size. I feel like Dusty could lay in it and it's longer than you. It's like 8 foot. It's like 8 by 4. Okay, they're 8 by 4. And I feel like they hold a lot. On this side is peppers and marigolds. And then over here we have zucchini, which we definitely need to cut. Marigold, dill, watermelon, and cucumber. The watermelon is doing so good. Look at these little baby watermelon. There's 2 watermelon. And then we have some more growing that are tinier. But then we also have this big one. Like, look how big that is. It's huge. And then we have some little baby cucumbers. Actually, a lot of baby cucumbers. Here's our little zucchini right there. And then, of course, we have the peppers. We have a bunch of bell peppers right there. And then we have a crap ton of Roma tomatoes. There's so many down there. We have Roma tomatoes here. And then we have beef steaks right here. And you can see the difference. And then we also have grape tomatoes over here, and the one that Dusty is winding up because they keep falling because they're so heavy. There's going to be so many. Just pruned all of this stuff and all of this stuff, what, a week ago? And this is what we just pruned after 5 days of growth. It is crazy how much these things grow in literally 5 days, especially the zucchini. I feel like I have to cut off so many zucchini leaves every single time we come outside. We both got our dad some Father's Day cards, and yours is funny too, right?
Yeah.
We both got funny ones, and then this is for Dusty's dad. Freaking pickle. So stupid. Why are these cards $7.50? It's a freaking piece of paper and it's so expensive. I like the cards to be funny.
Do a big softy name.
Dusty's going out in the rain to put the cards in the mailbox so that way they get sent out tomorrow. But I think I'm going to end the vlog here. I have no idea how long this one's going to be. It might be a shorter vlog because I don't know. I feel like I haven't really done anything in this vlog. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next week.